A security guard kicked me out of an elite nightclub. He demanded an extra ticket for my wheelchair.
You will take up a lot of space. Either buy one more ticket or goodbye.
I asked the other guests for an extra ticket, but they all looked away in disgust.
No one will help you. We're sold out.
I asked the security guard to hold on and check the contents of my big backpack, as it would have explained a lot to him. The security guard was taking his time, and the stuck-up guests didn't want to wait. They pushed me so I wouldn't block the passage. Then again and again. That's how I ended up at the back of the line. Suddenly, something pulled my head up. It turned out to be a stream of air coming from a ventilation pipe. My hands were trained, so I decided that was a sign. I would sneak into the club through the pipe. It ended up being much harder than I thought.
In a little while, the first live performance of the mystery singer Ariel.
I used all my strength to crawl even faster to make it on time. But at the moment, someone grabbed my leg and roughly pulled me back out of the pipe. I barely managed to grab my backpack, and we fell to the ground together.
Do you want to go to the police station?
No, I really need to get backstage. Please take me there. I explained everything to the security guard, and he seemed to understand everything. His tone and expression immediately changed.
Well, why didn't you say so earlier? One moment.
But instead of leading me inside, he turned around and led me to the dumpsters.
Your place is not backstage. It's in the backyard, you obsessed fangirl.
The security guard left satisfied. As I remember that, ever since I was young, people had been telling me where my place was. At school, I started a band, wrote a song. We were supposed to perform at a city contest. But at the last moment, my music teacher stopped me.
The girls have a better chance of winning without you.
I had to sing from backstage while watching my friends get all the applause. Standing among the garbage, I decided that I wouldn't take it anymore. I took out the contents of my backpack and started a live stream to tell my followers that I had been lying to them. The truth is that the mysterious Ariel was born with a disability. I've been cropping my image from the waist down in order to hide it. I also said that I went to my first live concert with an artificial tail to hide my lifeless legs. The director of the club saw my live stream and came to meet in the backyard.
Hey, Ariel, we have a full house. Go on stage. But without the wheelchair, we don't want to ruin the people's mood.
I told the director that I would perform, but that I would do it next to the garbage cans, where his security guard left me. Get everyone out here.
You're acting all offended. Well, I've seen many so-called stars disappear in a flash. Goodbye. I'm canceling the show.
The unhappy guests started leaving the club, and I thought my career was over. But at the moment, several famous singers and musicians approached me. They saw my live stream and came to show their support. Feeling loved, I went to the biggest garbage can and put the tail where it belonged, leaving my old image in the past forever. After that, my career took off. Not only that, but the once extremely popular club ended up closing down, as all respected musicians refused to perform at it. We may be different, but we are also equal.
An adult video with me in it appeared on the big screen at my wedding venue. Oh my God! My fiancé was about to walk down the hall, and he of course didn't know anything about the video. I rushed to the DJ stand and saw my ex!
Surprise!
He made that disgusting video several years ago, and he was both the director and the leading actor.
Our movie was never released, but I have a copy.
He offered me to buy a flash drive from him. Otherwise, he would show it to all of my wedding guests. I wanted to take the flash drive from his hand by force, but my fiancé walked in at that moment.
I'm sorry I'm late, honey. The surgery took a little longer.
Gerald was a pediatric surgeon, and while we were rehearsing our first wedding dance, I kept scolding myself over the biggest mistake of my life up to that point. I looked into the kind eyes of my fiancé and knew that I couldn't let him down. I withdrew all my personal savings and agreed to buy the video. My ex's place looked like a brothel. Apparently, Tony kept working on his creativity. I gave him the money, but it didn't seem enough to him. He ordered me to give him my watch, which was a very dear item to me, as it was a gift from my fiancé.
Take it off, and this will be the last time we'll see each other.
Reluctantly, I took off my watch and grabbed the flash drive. For the first time that day, I thought of my wedding with a smile. However, that moment was ruined by a call from my ex.
You won't believe it! I contacted the producer and found some new raw videos. There are so many new and amazing shots.
He demanded twice the money for that new stuff. Money that I didn't have.
Okay, I'll just sell the video to your fiancé. He seems to have the money for it.
I frantically tried to figure out what I could save on in order to get the amount requested by Tony. Whole crossing off items from the wedding budget. I came to the conclusion that that wasn't right. Gerald deserved more than a wedding with half a budget and a lewd bride. I told my fiancé that our wedding was cancelled. He thought I was joking, but then realized that I was being serious. He stopped me and asked for an explanation. You don't know something important, something shameful about me. Suddenly, Gerald interrupted me and grabbed a flash drive out of his pocket.
Are you talking about this? I bought it from your ex. The watch too.
Gerald admitted that he watched the video and wasn't pleased by it, but that it wasn't a strong enough reason to cancel the wedding.
You were 18. Who hasn't done stupid things at that age?
Gerald put the watch back on my wrist and asked me not to take it off anymore. He also asked me for something strange.
I want to show the video to one of our wedding guests.
Gerald explained that he was talking about his best friend, who is a lawyer. In the uncut version, my fiancé noticed one thing. My ex slipped something into my glass while I wasn't in the room, and then watched me having a drink. That was most likely a drug that made me more compliant. The lawyer did his job, and Tony got arrested. I ended up marrying the best man in the world, and finally said goodbye to my past. Remember, the mistakes of the past do not put an end to your future.